What is up, my friends? It's Edward Tomilloso, your Honda man, internet sales manager here at Honda of Santa Maria. And today I have the 2017 Honda Civic Hatchback LX, also known as the base model. But with this video, I wanted to show you how much you get for that entry-level Honda Civic Hatchback. This vehicle is priced at $21,335, and with that price tag you do get a lot of value, and that's again what I hope to do with this video. Let's start off with the power plant of this vehicle. It is a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine. It does give you 16.5 pounds of boost. Super strong engine. I drive a Civic myself and I love hopping onto the freeway. I feel like I need a radar detector because it'll get away from you. And then this vehicle also, as an LX model, it gives you alloy wheels, 16-inch alloy wheels on all Civic LXs, whether you're going for the manual or the automatic transmission. This one behind me is paired to a CVT transmission, gives you 162 pound-feet of torque. Super exciting, love it. Vehicle also gives you 40 miles per gallon on the highway and 31 in the city. The color of the LX behind me is known as the polished metal metallic. The last time they had this color out was 2012 with the Honda Accord. Now, something similar would be known as the modern steel metallic, which does come out on the last generation Honda Accord. You can also find it on the Pilot and the Odyssey and the CR-V and the HR-V. Again, that's the modern steel, but this one is polished metal. Again, going with the theme of value for your money, one of the things I do like pointing out is you do get LED daytime running lights and LED tail lights, and you get the projector beam headlights. You'll notice, like all the hatchbacks, instead of having chrome on the grille, you will have a blacked out piano black finish. You'll also get the honeycomb grille surrounded by more of that accent of the piano black. Very sharp. Moving along the side, one of the things I really appreciate about what Honda's doing throughout their more entry-level vehicles is they are including body-colored handles and body-colored mirrors. That's something that usually on the most entry-level or base models, they'll usually opt for a black finish. Along the top of the Civic Hatchback, it will still give you your body-colored rear roofline spoiler, as well as a little bit of a lip spoiler back here. One thing I do like pointing out is you still get your shark fin type antenna, even if this car does not come with XM radio. In terms of the space will be the same as the EXL with navigation. If you want to see a more in-depth video in terms of cargo volume, I did do a review on the EXL navigation, which I will leave that link below. But it doesn't hurt to look at it. Tons of storage. But again, let's go ahead and check out the inside. Oh yeah, before we do go in the inside, another thing that Honda usually does on the entry level is they will remove any sort of cargo covers. That's what they did on the LX CR-V. If you wanted that sliding rear cargo cover on the CR-V, you would have to go with the EX trim and above. If you opted for an LX or an SE, you will not get that draw shade. But on the hatchback Civic, you'll still get that draw shade. Pretty neat. On the inside of the Honda Civic Hatchback LX, it is still very refined for an entry-level vehicle. You still get a lot of these soft touch materials. You have this really cool sort of metallic trim here. You also still get a nice digital speedometer. And with this speedometer, it's a little bit more simple than the displays on the EX and above. It's not going to give you what people were asking about was the turbo indicator. You do get a few other things up here like your range, you get your real-time miles per gallon, you'll also get your oil life, you do get a 5-inch LCD screen here. You do have a physical volume knob on the LX model. This display will give you your radio. It'll also give you your backup camera. Moving down, you do get auto climate control. That's something usually for other makes and models they will reserve for the higher trim levels. With the LX, you do not get a moonroof, but the whole headliner is blacked out. Normally that would be reserved again for a little bit of a higher trim level. They have a really nice pattern that breaks up the seats a little bit. Almost looks like a stitched carbon fiber. You also get a gray stitch with the black interior, which does create a little bit more of that contrast. You still get that 2-tiered cell phone management system where you can feed your cables in so you don't have all that clutter. You also still have your adjustable armrest with dual cup holders. Compared to the EX, you are missing one more tray that can slide around, and there is no USB in the center console here. Other than that, last thing I do want to mention is I love the buttons on the steering wheel. They are behind plexiglass, so you cannot wear out the little words. That's one of the things, especially when I look at used cars. A lot of the places where you put your fingers will end up getting rubbed out to the point where you can't tell what they are, like on the radio or on the steering wheel. But this, if you're going to keep your Civic for a really long time, this is not going to wear out unless your fingers are made of sandpaper. Vehicle overall feels very spacious, especially for a car its size. Of course, you're going to get that extended headroom in the back because of the higher roof line. But that is all for the LX. I love it. I think it's a really good value for your money. Again, that's the reason I do these videos, is so that you can make the best decision to where your money does go. So I hope this answered your questions. If you do have questions or suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comments below. I would love to answer them. And then also, stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't, because I will be going to SEMA for that auto show, biggest auto show in the world. Honda's releasing the Type R there, first time on American soil. So I will be doing a video on that, on my whole trip probably. And then also, I'm gonna try to make it out to the LA Auto Show. That's going to be November, kind of mid-November. They will be releasing information on the 17 Honda Civic Si. So I'm super stoked for that. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. Oh yeah, one last thing before I end the video. I'm sure you guys are gonna ask. There is no push button start. It's an actual key fob. But anyway, again, I'll catch you guys later. Just as I end the video, I start remembering things. This does give you auto headlights. All right, that was the last one. I'll catch you guys later.